Being a caregiver can take a toll on your physical and emotional health, but having a good sense of humor can help you manage stress. Izzy Gassell is a communications coach, motivational speaker, prostate cancer survivor, and he's a former stand-up comedian, my goodness, and he's going to share some tips to help get you laughing again. Izzy, great to have you here.
Thanks,
now,
Ashley.
We're talking about caregivers finding humor in every day because they're giving so much of themselves that they tend to forget about caring for themselves.
I think that's the mission, Ashley. When you're giving care, sometimes you forget to take care of yourself, or you feel that you're not entitled, or it's wrong somehow to have joy in your life when there's illness around. And I use the airplane oxygen mask theory as a model, where they say if you need to put your oxygen mask on, make sure you put your own mask on first before you help someone else. And I think that's important to recognize that as caregivers, if we don't take care of ourselves, we have nothing to give someone else. So my mission here is to encourage people to understand how to use humor, and that humor is allowed and play is allowed to replenish yourself, so you have to give to others.
I think it's wonderful, and you speak from a lot of experience being a cancer survivor, a motivational speaker, and a former stand-up comedian. You're kind of putting it all together to help people. All right, so we're going to play a game now, right?
Yeah, the idea is that improv, which is very simple, the skills that make improv people successful are relevant to all of us in our lives. And well, let's just show how it works. There's a game called One Word at a Time. You may have seen it on Whose Line Is It Anyway? You and I are going to tell a story that's never been told before. The trick is to do it one word at a time and not to think too far ahead.
Okay.
So give us a title of a story that's never been told. We'll just make it up.
Okay, monkeys at the grocery store.
The monkeys at the grocery store. Once
there
was
two
monkeys
that
decided
to
go
to
a
grocery
store, period.
They
realized
there
was
no
transportation
to
go
there,
period. So
they
flew
to
the
supermarket. Is that one word?
All right, let's stop there.
Okay.
So one of the things that we realize here is we're laughing, we're having fun. In this moment, even though the story itself does not make sense, the process itself lightens us up.
Absolutely.
Yeah, so there are certain skills that improv people have that they learn that we can have relevance here. So one of them is presence. We had to stay in the moment in order to give the words and get the words. If we were thinking about what we said or what the future is, we'd get off track.
Absolutely.
So presence is the ability to stay in the moment. The second quality that improvisers have is acceptance. They accept things as they are, even if they don't agree to them. So you can bemoan the fact that we have cancer or that you have to do this, but you have to deal with what is. And the third quality is trust. What improvisers do is they trust process. You and I didn't know where the story was going, but because we were working together and having a good time, we sort of just let it unfold. So the idea is that if you can play using humor and improv techniques, you learn the mindset of how to stay present, acceptance, and trust, and replenish yourself, because you have a lot more energy now, right? We're laughing, we energize ourselves.
Absolutely.
So my goal is to give people permission to have fun and enjoy themselves, and talk about humor in order to enhance their caregiver status.
I think that's great, Izzy, and I don't think enough people do incorporate that into their lives. And if you're not a caregiver, you can still apply this to your life.
Exactly. Well, I think the work that I do around improv and play shows that the skills are relevant to relationships, to dealing with the stress in our own lives, because humor is a wonderful stress reliever. One of the functions of humor is to relieve stress because it releases tension in our body, and laughter and tension cannot exist at the same time.
Really?
Well, that's why we laugh. Now, sometimes we have nervous laughter, which is tension. Sometimes you have a laughter that's fun. So if you can release tension, you're not as stressed, and that's why people laugh.
And that's right. And people, I think a lot of people do dwell on the past and what happened. But like you're saying, it's time waits for no one. You have to look forward. And if you're going to look forward, you might as well do it with a smile on your face.
Exactly.
And stay positive.
Exactly. It's like we're living a live TV show.
and that's
no
how
tape.
ironic here we are, right? Exactly. There's no tape. Absolutely. Now, we have 4 different functions or humor that serves 4 different functions. Can you just tell us what those are?
Yeah, one function of humor is as a shield. We laugh at ourselves, self-deprecating humor, to take away the sting of others. So we put ourselves down first so others can't hurt us with the information. The second function is as a weapon. We have sarcasm, put-down humor, the humor about the other, the racist, sexist, homophobic jokes about other people is a way to put them down so that we feel by comparison better. The third function is as a bridge. We're laughing together, we're connected. It's that moment of we are with someone else in this universe. We are sharing life in the moment. And the fourth function is as a spotlight to draw attention to ourselves. And one of the functions of spotlight is we take it away from what we can't deal with, like the cancer situation or the frustration, and put it on something else. So if we're laughing at politicians or situations in the world, we're not focused on the things that stress us.
Well, Izzy, I think this is a great topic to talk about. It's all about perspective and
It is
changing
all about
that
perspective, point of view.
Absolutely,
Yep.
and I'm going to go through my day with that positive outlook
All right.
and find humor in the little things. And maybe we can keep playing that game during the commercial break.
Yeah, that one word at a time. Anyone can play. Yeah,
why
exactly.
not? It's
Yeah.
a lot of fun. All
Yeah.
right, thanks so much,
You're
Izzy.
welcome,
It was
Ashley.
wonderful talking to you. Coming up on the show, we're